Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for joining Tuesday's Soul Flow with Lisa and the People's Practice. Tonight's practice, I wanted to do something that both stretched our back as well as opened up our hips. I wanted to do something that honored my body, and that's basically what my body is craving. So that's what we're going to do today. But let's begin by grounding our breath into our practice. We'll do that by doing some alternate nostril breathing. How we're going to do this, or my favorite way of doing alternate nostril breathing, is by taking my hang loose hands, thumb out, pinky out, hanging loose, and we plug up one side of the nose. So right now I'm plugging up the right nostril. Take a nice deep inhale. Hold. Plug up your left nostril with that pinky. And exhale through the right nostril. Then we'll take another inhale. Hold and plug and exhale right out the left. This sort of breathing is amazing, especially this time of year where the pollen's all over the place and your nose is feeling a little congested and tight. Opening up that airway is great for breathing in. So we're going to ground our practice with a few more alternate nostril breathing. Let's actually take 10 more. This type of breathing is also very clearing for the mind. If you're dealing with a lot of stress, anxiety, anything like that, hang loose a bit. So let's go 10 more rounds. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Let's take about 5 more at your own pace. Remembering to switch only after the inhale. Last inhale. Switch. Exhale. Now take a nice deep inhale through both nostrils. Exhale, let it out the mouth. That felt good. Let's take another nice deep inhale. Shrug those shoulders up. Exhale, rolling those shoulders back, opening up our back. So let's go ahead and get right into our back practice. We'll meet at the top of our mat in mountain pose. We're here in mountain pose, making sure that our alignment is nice and right. Our hips are above our knees, which are also above our ankles. One straight line. giving our tailbone a little tuck because we tend to stand like this. See if you can tuck that tailbone in so that your spine is straighter. Standing here at mountain pose. Let's take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, let it all out. On our next inhale, arms rise into a T. Feel free to cactus those arms as well, pushing those shoulder blades together. Take a nice deep inhale. And on our exhale, leaning our hips forward, taking a nice back bend. Inhale here. And exhale, releasing back straight forward. Inhale. And on our exhale, pushing those hips forward. Taking a nice back bend, stretching out that lower back. Inhale here. Exhale, bringing it back up to the top. Let's do that one last time. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Inhale. And exhale, leaning back, pushing those hips forward. Opening up that heart space. Inhale here. And exhale, release. Ooh, drop those arms, shake it out. Twist out that back. Let's go ahead and knock on heaven's doors. We do that just by shaking it out. Giving our back and spine a little bit of love. As we're working our back and spine tonight. So we're gonna go ahead and continue to work our back and spine. Don't mind me, I'm gonna keep looking at my notes. By taking a quick sun salutation, we'll do that by inhale, arms rise to the top. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands meeting at the knees, straight flat back. Exhale, forward fold, planting those palms, stepping or hopping into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower knees, lower your chest and chin. Inhale, roll through cobra. And exhale, let's take our first downward dog of the practice. If this is your first downward dog of the day, feel free to go ahead and pedal those feet out, giving yourself a nice stretch. And then find some stillness for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Feeling that lovely back release. Inhale. And exhale. Final inhale. And exhale, let it out with a sigh. On our next inhale, our right leg rises to the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend that knee, opening up the hip towards the right side. This is a back and hip flow, so we can work both at the same time. Inhale, see if you can lift that knee a bit higher. And on our exhale, planting our right foot in between our palms and dropping the back knee. You can either keep your toes tucked or you can have your foot flat. Inhale brings you to your fingertips. And on our exhale, let's rise into a low crescent lunge. If you're following me on Instagram, you know that this is the first pose of the Yogi challenge. A nice low crescent lunge. Let's hang out here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Remembering your strength. Exhale. Releasing that back. Inhale. And exhale. Final inhale. And exhale. Let's rain those fingers down to frame our foot. And take a half split by drawing our left hip back. That right leg is straight. Right now, I want your back to be up and straight. Take a nice deep inhale, chest rises. And on our exhale, hinge at the waist to your limit, wherever your limit is. Right now, mine is here. I'm very tight today. So hinge at the waist with your exhale. And when you've gone to your limit, go ahead and drop that head. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final inhale. And on our exhale, rolling back through. Let's tuck our left toes, lifting the knee. Bringing our right foot to meet the left in plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lower knee, chest, chin, or take a chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, let's take another downward dog. Enjoying that downward dog. 3 breaths here. Take your time, feeling that stretch all along the back side of the body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On our next inhale, bring our left leg to rise, 3-legged dog. Welcoming the stretches. I just had a nice pop. Bend that left knee, opening up towards the left side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift that knee a little bit higher, opening up that hip some more. And on our exhale, bringing that left foot in between the palm, dropping the right knee to the ground. Our inhale brings us to our fingertips. Straightening that back, chest rises. Our exhale brings us to our low crescent lunge. Inhale, remembering your strength. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final inhale. And exhale, raining those fingertips down to frame that left foot. Taking our half split on the opposite side. Remember, let's start out flat back. Inhale, chest rises. And on our exhale, we hinge at the hips. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And on our exhale, going back to the top, tucking our right toes underneath. Bringing our left toes to meet our right and going through another flow. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take a few breaths in downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, knees lower. Take a child's pose. Take a moment to catch your breath. 3 breaths in child's pose. After you taking your final breath, inhale, rise back to table. Tuck those toes and rise to downward dog. From our downward dog, I actually am wanting to move into goddess. So we'll do that by lifting our right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, planting that right foot, grounding the left. And let's go ahead and rise to warrior 2. Since we're doing some hip openers, warrior 2 is a great way to open up those hips. Inhale. Exhale. Pushing that right knee out. Really opening up that space, that sacral space. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten that right leg. We're going to face the toes forward and then point our back toes towards the back of our mat. Inhale. Exhale, bending the left knee, taking a warrior on the left leg. Checking our alignment. I always adjust myself when my knees are not aligned. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's bring our hands to our hips. Straighten that left leg. Point both toes forward this time. And sink into goddess pose. So we're actually going to take our toes out and our heels in. Inhale, chest rise. And exhale, sink into your goddess. Opening up those hips, remembering your strength. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Invite a sway. That's really good with opening up your hips. So invite a sway into your goddess pose. Remembering your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Sink a little bit deeper. You can use your knees for balance and stability. Inhale, straighten those legs. Hands meeting at the hips. Take a nice deep exhale. Inhale. And on our exhale, hinging forward at the hips until our back is parallel to the ground. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward and do a wide-legged forward fold. Hands can land either in between the feet, behind the ankles, wherever you're comfortable. This is your practice. I like to hold my ankles just because I feel more stable. And let's hang out here in our wide-legged forward fold for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take the next 2 at your own pace. Inhale. And exhale, palms right underneath your face. We're still in our wide-legged stance. On our inhale, right arm rises towards the sky. And exhale, giving the back a nice twist. Inhale. Exhale. Final inhale. And on our exhale, planting our right hand where the left hand was. Inhale, left arm rises to the sky, taking that twist on the opposite side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final inhale. Exhale, release both hands on the mat. Let's go ahead and work our way into a yogi squat. We are still opening up those hips. Ooh, I just felt that nice pop. That's what I look for in my practices. If I'm not popping, then my practice ain't popping. So that's just a way for me to know that I am loosening up built up lactic acid that is within my joints, within my muscles. So when I hear those pops, I get excited. I'm like, yes, I'm getting loose. Bring it on. So let's hang out in our yogi squat. You can use your arms to help balance you. Pressing the palms together and taking a moment to just be. 5 breaths here. Keeping those hips nice and open. And while you're opening those hips, maybe repeating the mantra, I am open. When we begin to open up our sacral chakras, it encourages creativity. It's a nice energetic flow. So hip openers are great if you want to get inspired, if you're feeling creative, or you want to tap into some creative energy. Hop into a nice hip opening pose. Final breath here. And release. Let's release into a wide-legged child's pose. We're already pretty open, so go ahead and keep opening it up. We're going to bring our big toes together, our knees as wide as you like. Now, of course, if that is not comfortable for you, feel free to keep your knees closed. But since this is a hip opening and a back stretching flow, every pose that I am going to offer are going to be very open. So our big toes are together, our knees are apart. Take a nice deep inhale. And on our exhale, walking those palms forward, melting that chest to the ground, and hanging out for 5 breaths. Take your time. Feel the stretch. Feel that opening in your lower back as well as your hips. Couple more breaths in your child's pose. And after you've taken your final breath, meet me in tabletop. Remembering to check our alignment while we're in tabletop. Our knees are right beneath our hips, and our wrists are right beneath our elbows and shoulders. Let's take a couple rounds of cat-cow, working our spine. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, pushing that heart forward. And exhale, stretching that back towards the sky. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, curving that spine. Take two more at your own pace. Last inhale. And exhale, curving that spine. And let's meet in neutral. We're going to take a nice deep inhale here. And on our exhale, just walking our palms forward and melting our chest towards the ground. This will help release our lower back. This is puppy pose, helping to release our lower back, as well as stretch the tops of our back. So take your time getting in the puppy pose, because we're going to hang out in puppy pose for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing at your own pace. Final inhale. And exhale, slowly walking those thumbs back up to your tabletop position. Take your time here. We're doing a lot of intense back stretches, which is good. Your back is like, you want those muscles to be some of the strongest muscles in your body, because that's what's holding the whole core area. That's what's, that's an important part of your body. So we're going to make sure that we keep them strong and we keep it limber. Here, we're going to take a nice deep inhale. Right arm rises to the sky. And on our exhale, threading the needle. So our right ear meets the mat. You can either have your left arm extended, or you can take a bind, inviting more of a stretch. And we'll hang out here for 5 breaths. I'm going to check the time real quick. You hang out there. After you've taken your final breath, inhale, bringing it back up, right arm rises. Exhale, right hand releases to the mat. Inhale, left arm rises. Exhale,
threading the needle, bringing that left ear, left shoulder to the mat, taking the bind or stretching the right hand out in front of you. 5 breaths. Final breath. And exhale, releasing. Taking your time, bringing that left arm back towards the sky before releasing it back down to the mat. Let's go ahead and take a seat on our bums. Getting into butterfly pose. Oh, let me adjust my view, my camera. The rest of the practice will be in grounding poses. Take a break, take a sip of water if you need to, because I need to. So if I need to, I'm pretty sure you do too. And let's meet in butterfly pose. In our butterfly pose, we're bringing the soles of our feet together. Now, in butterfly pose, I want you to be as comfortable as possible because we're gonna hold this pose for about 10 breaths. But I'll give you different variations throughout the breaths. So if you want this to be more of a restorative pose, feel free to put blocks underneath your knees. If you want to feel a deeper stretch and a deeper hip opening, bring the soles of your feet closer to your body. If that's too intense, just bring it out to wherever you're comfortable. So in butterfly pose, take a nice deep inhale and exhale with a sigh. Let's do 4 more breaths at your own pace. Inviting that hip open, opening stretch. You'll notice that with each exhale, your hips feeling a little more loose. Making sure to maintain the integrity of your spine, keeping it straight. So if you need to, inhale, shrug your shoulders up. And exhale, shrug them down and back. And you'll notice that you feel a lot more straight. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take a nice deep inhale here. And on our exhale, go ahead and fold forward. And we'll take 5 breaths. And a forward fold butterfly. Butterfly fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Final inhale. And exhale, slowly rising. Take a moment to close those knees and then give it a nice windshield wiper, planting those palms on the ground for stability. And windshield wiping those legs. Go ahead and lie down on your back. We're going to take a couple of bridge poses, a couple more flooring, grounding poses before we rest in a nice, peaceful meditation. So with our bridge pose, let's go ahead and lie on our back. Our knees are still towards the sky. As I always say in my classes, my guide is if I can touch my ankles, then I know I'm good. So touching those ankles, it's a nice good spacing. Take a nice deep inhale here. And on our exhale, rising, lifting those hips towards the sky. Remember, imagine you have a block or a ball. And if you do have a block at home, go ahead and take that block and squeeze it in between your thighs, your knees. This keeps your legs and your glutes engaged in your bridge pose. That's why I like to do it that way. Kind of strengthens the legs. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale here. Exhale, rise. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Two more at your own pace. Taking a nice deep inhale at the ground. And with each exhale, rising or lowering. Remembering to keep those thighs engaged, those glutes engaged. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Last inhale. Exhale, rise. Inhale. Exhale, lower. And release. If you have a block, letting that block, kicking it out the way. Feeling that lower back press against the mat or the ground, wherever you're practicing. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, bringing our right ankle over our left knee to create a figure four. This is another great hip opener, and it helps to release the back. So, take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, reaching through, grabbing the left shin. Being mindful of our knee, making sure that it's not pointing towards our body. If it is, just give it a nice gentle tug away. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Our toes are flexed and active. Exhale. Final inhale. Exhale, let's release left foot back to the ground. Go ahead and drop the left knee down until the right foot, the sole of the right foot hits the ground. So your right knee is raised. Taking those arms out to a T. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, taking the gaze over the right shoulder. Let's hang out here for a couple breaths, 3 breaths here. Final inhale. And exhale, slowly rising that left knee back up towards the sky. Uncrossing the leg. Windshield wiper, just to give it a nice little loosening. And we'll take that stretch on the opposite side. Find some stillness. Take a nice deep inhale. And our exhale brings our left ankle over our right knee. Making sure that our left knee is away from the body. Inhale. Exhale, reaching through and grabbing the right shin. Paying attention to that left knee. Our feet are active. Toes are flexed. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final inhale. And exhale. Let's go ahead and release that right foot back to the mat. Taking our arms back out into a T. Inhale. And exhale, dropping the right knee down till our left foot is flat onto the left. Inhale. Exhale, taking the gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths at your own pace. Final inhale. And on our exhale, releasing that left knee, the right knee back up to the sky. Letting go of the spine and giving yourself a nice windshield wiper. And after your body feels nice and loose, I invite you to take any final movements that your body's calling for, whether it's a wheel pose, boat pose, whatever your body's aching for, before we lay down into Shavasana and get ready for a nice meditation. Once you've taken all the movements and all the breath that your body has been craving, let's find ourselves in a nice comfortable position, lying flat on our back as we get ready for our final meditation. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Not necessarily paying attention to any thoughts
Just noticing how you feel as opposed to how you felt at the beginning of this practice. Like I said earlier in the practice, this practice was for our hips, to open up our hips, which activates our sacral chakra, which is aligned with our creative power. So as you lie here, think about all the energy you just cultivated. I'd like to offer an affirmation as you lie there in a state of relaxation. And that affirmation is, I am creatively inspired by my surroundings, and life is my canvas. Take a moment to think about those words. I am creatively inspired by my surroundings, and life is my canvas. As you think about your creative ability, go ahead and acknowledge and honor the potential you have that you can create. Knowing that you can create the life that you dream and imagine just by being in tune with your thoughts, aligning them with positivity, remembering that your power is limitless because your potential is limitless. Take a nice deep inhale. And with each exhale, feeling the body release. Inhale. Exhale, release the toes. Inhale. And exhale, release the ankles. Inhale. Exhale, feeling the calves release. Feeling the body melt into the floor. Inhale. Exhale, knees release. Inhale. Exhale, release the thighs. Go deeper. Inhale. Exhale, release the hips and the glutes. Soften the body. Inhale. Exhale, release the lower back. Feel it melt into the floor. Inhale. Exhale, releasing the upper back and shoulders. Inhale, release. Inhale. And exhale, release the arms biceps, triceps. Inhale and exhale, release elbows, forearms, wrists, fingers, feeling the whole body soften. And as you soften the body, I invite you to bring some visualization into your practice. Visualization is the key, is a major key in seeing all the good you desire manifesting your life. We visualize in our dreams, whether we are asleep or daydreaming. Those are our visualizations. And we can manifest our visualizations once we tap into them. I'd like to offer you another affirmation. My dreams are manifesting before my eyes. What a powerful statement to know that your dreams and the visions you have in your thoughts can truly be manifested. Take a moment to be present, fully present in this moment. Nothing else matters outside of this very moment. Feel the surroundings, the floor beneath you, the air around you. Take in the scents. And embrace this present moment. Let go of any thoughts that may come that serve no purpose in your life. Any thoughts of self-doubt, worry, anxiety, or even things that have nothing to do with this moment. Let it go and allow yourself to return back to the present, experiencing these moments of gratitude and serenity as we bring our Tuesday to a close. Inhale, remembering the breath. Exhale, honoring the breath. As we honor our breath, take a moment to honor yourself for giving yourself the care and attention that you need to not only survive, but to thrive. Give yourself space to breathe in this moment. Allow yourself to feel the breath. I recognize that is beauty in life's pauses. So being able to sit and pause and just enjoy moments of stillness. It's amazing. As we sit in our final moments of our practice, I want to offer a few suggestions on how we will start our day tomorrow. Although we won't be starting our day together, we all have a day to start tomorrow. So as you wake up in the morning, find something good to focus on, something that brings you happiness, and let that be the first thing you focus on. Bring your awareness to the body. Focus on the chest as you breathe in and breathe out. Focus on your core, feeling the belly rise and fall with each breath. Focus on the shoulders, the back. Notice the feeling of ease and openness after our practice. As you breathe, make space to feel this happiness, this feel-good feeling all over. Stay in tune with this experience of bliss and joy. Remain open throughout your day, throughout your evening, and then as you start your day tomorrow, to the joys that you may experience. Life is beautiful. Life is amazing. So when we keep that in the forefront of our mind, nothing else really matters. Take a nice deep inhale, waking the body up, wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers. Exhale, rolling over to one side before rising into a seated position. Once you've landed at your seated position, take a nice deep inhale, arms rise, hands meeting at prayer position at the top. Exhale, bringing those palms to heart space. Taking a moment to honor yourself and thank yourself for showing up today. Inhale and exhale. I thank you for showing up today. It's always a pleasure of mine to teach you guys.